Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. What's up, lovelies? I am back again with another reaction video because I literally got one person telling me to do more. And that's all I needed to do more. So we're just gonna hop right in. You can tell who I am reacting to on this video, and this is going to be Tara Yummy and Nick Sturniolo. We've been waiting for this pair, haven't we? So let's see how it is. Again, we got some Space Camp. I am rocking the Wild Cherry again because I'm also rocking some Sturniolo merch and it matches. So my lips look extremely pink today. Wow. We're just matching all the way around. All right. We're going to start because y'all don't want to hear me yapping. Let's do this. You ready? You ready? You ready?
Hey guys, it's me Tara, and I'm here with. You're gonna say your name?
Nick!
I'm here with Nick! Yay!
Guys, I'm so excited to be here.
I'm here with the king of cars.
The king of cars.
One of the king of car videos.
I don't even sit in the front in my own car.
And you're in my driver's seat.
I know.
Do you feel like Matt?
No, I can't even drive. Like, I'm like really intimidated by my feet being this close to like brakes and gas.
Well, don't worry, the car's in park.
I know, I'm not gonna hit anything either. But it just
God willing.
Imagine me driving around.
I like offered to teach him how to drive and he's like, no.
I don't want to learn how to drive in a pink punch buggy.
It's not a punch buggy, it's a Mini Cooper.
Everyone's gonna be like, who is that kid driving that car? And I'm gonna be learning how to drive. It's like when you get like those safety stickers on the back.
Oh,
like,
those are so cringe. Oh, dude, God. Some people have it and they're like, sorry, like just learning to drive, and I like want to fuck with them a little bit.
no, the baby on board, it's like, let's rear end them.
Do you hate kids?
No, it's just like, I just don't get like a
kids.
baby on board sticker is never gonna like
Stop you.
if you're gonna rear end someone, you're gonna rear end them whether or not you're gonna. If that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense.
You're going to rear end them whether or not you're going to. Anyway, to be truthfully, you know what I mean?
Right? Like, no one chooses to rear end somebody, but the baby on board sticker is just gonna give me that extra push I need.
Extra comfort
ad.
makes a world of difference. Unlike Voltaren, I can apply it to more areas of my body, and it's NSAID free.
I completely agree with you, which is really bad. And this is a great start to the video because I feel like a lot of people know that we complain a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you are big.
I don't know if it's complaining.
I don't think it's complaining either, but you.
Yappers. That's what she wanted to say. Yappers. Y'all are big yappers. You know what I mean? Just flapping those yaps. Play.
You know what I mean, though. Like, we just like have a lot of opinions, I think.
Yes, opinionated is the better way to put that.
Yeah, I think we're very opinionated.
Mm-hmm.
And so Nick and I came up with some things we hate. This sounds so negative. This is like a negative. This is a list of things we hate.
I also did come up with a couple things I like for the end.
Which was a really good idea.
Yeah, we're not like only negative. I just think we can speak more passionately about things we don't like.
I agree. I feel like you would have been a really good lawyer.
I can still take it up.
I think I can too. We could be like,
Are you serious? I'm literally filming a video. Shut up.
Lawyer duo.
yeah. Oh my
Let's
God.
just go save some people from whatever cases they're in.
I feel like people would be scared of us as
I think so,
lawyers.
too.
We'd walk in and we'd be like,
I don't know. I just like I'd have to be there.
Legally Blonde, part what, like 4? Could be a good idea.
With the person, you know what I mean? I couldn't be a lawyer because usually you tell them like what happened and they're like, I don't know how that shit works. You know what I mean?
I
They're
don't
like,
think that's how that works. I think they're always there.
no. I'm saying like in terms of like the situation.
Oh, you want to be there when the
Like,
crime is occurring?
yes, that way I can like really like get down to it. If I'm not there when the crime's occurring, I don't know if my opinion's gonna matter as much. But if I'm there witnessing it, I'll tell you everything that happened.
Maybe you weren't be a good lawyer.
Yeah.
Wait, I want you to go first. What's the first thing you wrote down?
A lot of mine probably need some extra bonus explaining.
Oh, no,
I think I
same.
have like 11.
What?
Yeah.
I have like 5. No.
Yeah, so one of the first ones I put was not being able to escape the cold. Like when you're cold, because I hate the heat too. I'd rather be cold than hot. But when you're cold and then you like get in the
I'd
blanket,
rather be hot than cold.
that's crazy. Well, no.
Wait, why?
My opinion.
Cold is like your body's, the inside of your body's shivering.
I 100%, 1000% agree with Nick. I would much rather be freezing than be just a smidgen too hot. 1 degree above my comfort zone, put me out. Put me out. Take me out back. Put me out of my misery. I do not like being hot. I don't like sweating. I don't like it.
Hot, you're sweating it all out, and like you can actually like adapt to the.
You're
like,
right.
But,
You're right.
Thank you.
Because my opinion switches every single time I'm either hot or cold.
Oh, you're like, I'd rather be hot right now?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
all the time. Like it'll be like the middle of summer. I'll be like, I can't wait for the fall. Then the fall and the winter will be here. And I'll be like, I need the summer to come so quickly.
No, for me, it's I'm always in summer mode.
But also, I'm from the East Coast, and it like is freezing there. And then like when you go inside in the winter to like a house that's freezing cold, it's just like the worst feeling ever. Because it's like you cannot escape the cold. Like not being able to escape the cold is what kills me. When you're cold and you get into bed and you try and get comfortable.
I can't help. That's not how I wanted to say that. I can't stand being hot and then not being able to escape the hot, especially with people, especially in Texas, that people like it hot. And then I go into their house and it's hot. And I'm like, it is the same temperature outside as it is in your home. I don't like this. Make it cold. Can you start, please?
And like I don't have like my pants or socks on, right? I'm in like my underwear in my bed, and then my blanket's also cold, and then my sheets are cold.
Well, then you could put some pants and socks on.
Yes, but that's like, that's gonna destroy my comfort. Like I want to escape the cold, but maintain my comfort.
A heated mattress. I have one. Jake got me like a heated like
mattress.
And it's like a blanket, but I put it as like a mattress topper.
And that way
I'm
too afraid of like a fire happening again.
Right.
Like if my house burns
down
for
again,
you,
and I understand.
Yeah. Even when a fire alarm goes off, I like.
It triggers you?
Oh, triggered.
Oh, I'm so
sorry. I wasn't
sorry.
even home during it either. My house just.
Oh, wow, really?
I was just like I was swimming at my friend's house for the first time.
You were having the time of your life.
Having the time without eating. I went to breakfast with my friends. Got a nice.
You were doing a backstroke.
Yeah, I was chilling. Matt and Chris and my brother were like running, escaping our house that was in a fiery inferno.
Wait, that's so funny. Not funny.
No,
like
it's
so
hilarious.
funny because you were just like.
I was literally
like by
probably the most relaxed I'd ever been that whole summer. It was in the middle of the summer. I was at my friend's house, just literally laying back in a pool. Literally, I think like feet probably crossed.
Like Sharpay Evans.
Yeah, like looking up into the sky, looking at the clouds, bird watching. My house is on fire down the street. Down the street, my house
There's the polar opposite like thoughts in my head of like Matt and Chris running for their lives and you just being like, dude.
Yeah, Matt actually after the house fire went inside to like get his phone and there was a massive like boot footprint on his phone. Like a fire.
No.
What's the people?
Firefighter?
Firefighter.
Which,
I almost said fire truck.
Hottest job you could have.
Absolutely.
Firefighter.
Yeah. I'd love to. I'm going to stand outside the fire station when like the emergency thing goes off and they like jump down the pole.
You just want to see?
And like, get it, girls.
I'd be like, help me.
Help me, I'm outside.
Dude, yeah. Firefighter, hottest job. Next to like lifeguard.
I agree. I don't think firefighter can be beat.
I agree because they like save lives and like they care about the world. And they have authority, but like in like a hot way. Who's calling me? Okay, I wrote this down at like 9 in the morning the other day, and I was like, I need to bring this up to Nick. This isn't something I hate, but it's like, I figured out at 9 a.m. on like a Tuesday morning that one of my least favorite words in the world is meat cleaver.
What the fuck's a meat cleaver?
A meat cleaver.
Is that one word? Or is it?
It's 2 words, meat cleaver. And it's those things that, it's like those metal things that you fucking smack meat with to cleave it. Oh, God.
The fuck? What's the action of cleaving? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like get the juices out? Or are you trying to squish it down,
I don't know because
cut it in half?
I feel squishy.
Isn't it a tenderizer? Is that how you tenderize meat? I'm gonna shut up.
It down. I don't know because I don't eat meat.
I also just hate meat. Like I eat meat. Pause.
Clip it.
I eat meat, but I'm not like I couldn't like butchers and shit is like terrifying to me.
That's why I don't eat meat because I'm like if I can't stand the idea of even cooking meat, then why should I be able to eat it?
Because it's good. Like, I'm like actually terrified of like blood animals.
He said, "Cause it's good."
Dead animals is my biggest fear. Like dead animals on the side of the road.
I start crying every time I drive past a piece of roadkill.
But not even like emotionally. Like I'm not even emotionally like feeling bad. I just like get nervous.
You out?
Like I'm afraid it's gonna like get up out of its dead and walk at me.
Have you seen Pet Sematary?
No.
Don't watch it.
I'm not gonna.
Because it's literally about a pet cemetery and they all come to life.
Yeah, I'm good. I think it stems. I stepped on a dead bird once.
No. Did you hear it squeal?
No, it was dead already.
Oh, see it? Then your fear is not.
But that's why I'm scared of birds and dead birds. I'm scared of dead animals because I'm scared of like touching a dead thing. Like my biggest fear would be if someone was like, "Hey, we have a dead animal and we need you to like taxidermy it."
That's your biggest fear?
I couldn't do it. I
couldn't do it because I think I would just cry and think of all the memories that animal has.
No, I just couldn't touch it.
Really?
Like, that's gross. Like the inside.
But you'll sit there and last night you ate a nice piece of steak right in front of me.
Yeah.
You were like, "Can I get it medium well?"
Because that's good. That's like food, right? That's the circle of life.
Okay, so no.
No. Medium rare. Medium rare is the way to go, guys. You want it nice and pink and juicy.
Oh, it's not the circle.
Oh my god, there's a giant bee right outside the
Where?
car. I thought it was about to come in.
Oh my god, you scared the fuck out of me. I thought
it was gonna
I thought
come
you
at
thought like a dead animal for a second.
just a bee.
I hate meat cleaver. I hate
Where
the
did you
word.
hear this that you thought now?
I literally didn't
It
hear
just,
it.
like, popped
I
up in
woke
your
up and I
head?
was like, I hate the word meat cleaver. I
Just
hate
instantly.
it. Because like it's literally like cleaver, just the word cleaver.
What is a cleaver? I need a visual.
Look at that, meat cleaver. Look
I
at
need a
meat
visual. Why is
cleaving.
my Netflix opening? Ooh, like a big smasher.
Yeah, like it smashes it. And I think you're right. I think it's like supposed to get the juices and stuff.
Oh my god. There's some words out there. I
What's
can't.
the word you hate?
I can't with the like moist ointment people. It's like we need to go past this.
Okay, thank you. I was so scared to write this down, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna say something controversial, and it's like, oh, you don't like the word moist? Like, grow up.
Yeah, we're past that. That was
Yeah.
cool. Maybe when
I actually love the word moist. Moist. It's just so glorious.
I was in like the 5th grade.
No, yeah.
Maybe. It's been years.
You can get over the word moist.
We're all ready to move past
Yeah.
it. Moist ointment was a big one.
Ointment? I've never heard.
You never heard that?
No.
When I was in like school, I remember kids being like saying ointment, like pretending like throw up and covering their ears. It's like there's much worse that you could hear.
Yeah, like meat cleaver.
Yeah, there's
meat cleaver.
there's 10 million more worse things
You know what
could
I
hear.
hate the word? It's the alternative word for cream cheese.
What is it?
Here.
Schmear?
Oh.
That's the action. That's not the name.
No.
Love it. Oh, I love it. Why do I love these words so much? It's a question for my therapist.
Oh,
cream cheese.
no, it is because they're like, oh, do you want it with a schmear? And I'm like,
Yes.
Oh, that's awful.
ooh.
That I can't even think of that. If I can't spell it, I don't want to say it either.
I think
How do I spell that?
S-C-H. If I can't spell it,
SCHMEAR?
yeah, that's exactly it. Schmear. Ugh,
Schmear.
that's the worst.
People who talk about you wore that already,
That's a hater.
as if I don't have a washer and dryer
That's
that
a hater.
cleans my clothes.
No, that's a hater. That's a hidden hater.
yeah,
Who says that? You wore that already? If
Or
someone said
like,
that, didn't you wear that yesterday?
yeah.
Or stalker. I love how you love me so much that you know exactly what I wore on a daily basis. You freaking stalker. Love me or hate me, you're still thinking about me.
My God.
That would drive me insane. Because I
No,
think my
'cause
biggest fear is like outfit review.
Sometimes it is.
I try not to. Actually, I wore this whole outfit yesterday.
It's normal though. Like it's impossible to expect anybody to not repeat outfits.
No, I get it. But I would never call someone out on it and be like, didn't you already wear that?
Well, especially if like we're with like filming. If you wear the same shirt to like a
Oh.
film, like a podcast, like 3
Yeah, I
times in a
try
row.
not to.
I try not to, but also if you have a favorite article of clothing, like I when I get a hoodie that I like, oh my God, we're being watched.
Oh my God, it's teenage boys and they scare the fuck out of me.
and
Leave me alone.
I'm in the fucking driver's seat of this little pink
Good,
car.
it's gonna look like you're protecting me.
I'm not protecting anything. I always buy like a hoodie or something and then I'll wear it for like a month and a half straight. Like almost every day.
And I respect that actually. I just don't think I could do it.
Do you dress for comfort more or style?
Style.
Obviously style.
The people that follow me already know that I've worn this Let's Trip 6 mil merch since I received it multiple days ago. So
Obviously style.
But you're
You see
like
what I wore to my
you're
party?
fine with being like
Uncomfortable?
uncomfortable.
Yes. If I feel good in it, then I don't care if I'm comfortable. I'm more comfortable looking hot than I am looking comfortable.
I love that logic.
When ketchup or mustard. Oh.
When ketchup?
When ketchup or mustard dries
oh!
onto the bottle. I was trying to scare Matt yesterday with the ketchup.
Oh,
And then I opened it and I'm like, thank God there's no like crusties. The
That's-
smell of like a ketchup crusty
that actually really freaked me out. That's terrible. Anything that
or like a mustard or oh, you know what's even worse? I didn't write this down. The water that comes out of it before.
the craziest thing for me is just the fact that food we consume, if left out or put in a certain place can just get so disgusting. Like, how was I gonna eat this at some point?
And now it just,
That's
you
what I
can't.
think of,
And
like-
now then you can't.
Oh, like milk? Why the fuck are we drinking milk if like it can become what it becomes?
That's the scariest thought you've ever put into my head.
Right?
Ever.
If milk can become what it becomes, why are we ever drinking that
The
at any
kernels?
stage? At any
Any
stage.
stage. What can we-
cheeses.
What can
Cheese
we
is
eat?
like
well,
the-
no, cheese can mold and
Yeah, but cheese is like the grossest thing we eat as human beings.
You don't like cheese?
I love cheese.
You love cheese.
But
Actually, I
in
knew this about
terms
you.
of,
But that is gross, yes.
you know,
Why is it that there's holes in cheese when people draw cheese, but there's not holes in cheese?
because it's Swiss cheese.
Okay, how do the holes get there?
I went on a rant about this not that long ago. Why do like rats and mice have like cheese and like all these comics and shit? And like where are they actually getting cheese? There's no place for the mice and rats to like go get cheese.
Well, maybe that brings us back to our first topic of cheese is gross, and that's probably why the rats like it.
But that's also fictional. Where are they getting cheese? Why is cheese the thing they eat? They eat crumbs. They're rats and mice. They don't have a cheese supply. That's what I think of all the time. Why are we drawing rats and mice with cheese everywhere and every day? Because where are they getting cheese?
I would do anything to get placed into your brain for a day.
Think of that though.
No, I am, because what about milk and cats?
I don't get that. Where are they getting, like, that's the thing. Where are they getting it? There's a lizard on that person's house.
Where do
It's
the
like
holes come
It's
from?
a fake thing.
We have
That's,
to go back to
that's
that.
Swiss cheese.
How? Okay, but why?
Let's Google it.
Oh God, dude, are you a chronic Googler?
I absolutely
Jake
am.
is the most chronic Googler I know, and it
It's
drives
because
me
why
insane.
not? The answer.
That edit. Tara, that was good. Fucking Jake. That was funny. All right.
Could be right in front of my eyes.
I know, but I like to be right.
I understand.
Yeah.
So it's like Google sometimes proves you wrong.
Yeah.
Biggest op, Google.
My biggest op is Google.
Historically been made by plant microparticles, generally teensy bits of hay dust that find their way into cheese during the cheese making process.
Ew, and look at it. Why does it look like that? Do I have
It's
trypophobia?
bacteria.
And cheese is gross.
And that's what I'm saying.
And cheese is disgusting.
And cheese is the worst thing we could eat ever.
What were we even talking about?
I don't know, man.
I think you
We
were.
sidetracked.
It was the crusties.
I literally had a piece of cheese before this. That's sad.
The crust, like, that's gross.
And how does it stay okay? Like, ketchup doesn't need to be refrigerated. Does that not scare you?
It does once it's open. You can't leave it out.
Last night at Topgolf, it was just sitting
Oh,
out
you're
there.
right. That is
And at
true.
restaurants, they just sit out there.
You're,
Communal ketchup.
yeah. Can we think about how many people use forks and knives at restaurants?
That doesn't bother me. Do you know what bothers me? Topgolf and bowling. Because we're touching all those things. And then you guys were eating those pretzels with no hand sanitizer.
The pretzels were so good, though.
You guys were eating it after
That's part of the experience, though. If you're not like getting a little disgusting with it, you're not having fun. Like,
Then I'm not having
if you're not
That is so true. So true. Love me a bowling experience. Love me a Topgolf experience. Love it. I'm going to touch everything, and then I'm going to go over, and I'm going to put all the fries in my mouth. Because it's the experience. You only live once. YOLO.
boiling, you're eating food with like those boiling. If you're not bowling and you're not like getting your hands all gross and oily from the ball and then eating food, you're not
Your fingers are in
bowling.
those little holes that other people's fingers have been in.
Have you ever been small ball bowling?
That's not real.
You're from here, so that's why you don't understand.
What's a small ball bowl?
All the East Coast people know. Small ball bowling. It's like bowling balls the size of like
Oh, yeah. 100%. In Texas, too. We have that. But I think it's called something different. Is it duck bowling? I don't know. Duck pin bowling. No idea. But yeah, we have it in Texas, too. Super fun.
a little bit bigger than softballs. It's smaller balls.
How have I never in my life, in my 23 years, ever heard of this?
I don't know. Look,
What do you
this little
mean?
person's holding a tiny ball. They're like the size of softballs, and then
That sounds like it makes more sense for bowling.
maybe
than
it might be like exclusively like Massachusetts, Boston area. I see little kids here bowling. I'm like, if only this little kid knew that candlepin was an option somewhere else.
That's how I feel.
They'd leave here. Bowling's a struggle.
And don't you think bowling's kind of dangerous and kids just go bowling?
One time I actually fractured my finger bowling, so you're kind of
Dangerous.
right. We were at this kid's birthday party, and not to like shame the kid, he had 3 lanes for everyone, and 30 people were there, and I was bowling and some other kid, who might have been Matt, but I don't want to blame Matt if it wasn't Matt, but I was bowling, and
Does
some
that
other
happen
kid,
often, by the way?
where I just think of Matt.
Not
think
Matt
of, like-
specifically.
Like,
but,
I
you
say
think
it's
of,
another
like,
person,
yeah.
but it could be Matt or Chris.
Yeah.
definitely. I was bowling and someone else went to bowl and like hit the bowling ball off my hand, and I was holding a bowling ball, so just like crushed 4 of my fingers.
And that's what I'm saying is bowling is dangerous, and it's like those weights
especially
are
with
crazy.
stupid little kids.
I have a question. Would you let a little kid into like a heavyweight gym where you could pick up heavy?
My biggest fear when I am bowling is getting my fingers stuck in the holes. That's what she said. Moving on.
weights?
No.
And throw them at each other?
No.
Throw them at other things?
No.
Do you understand that you're throwing a 20-pound ball at another thing?
Having to do a task in front of new people you just met. Like if you
worst
just
nightmare.
met someone and they're like,
Love that. Give me a challenge. Challenge my psyche. Challenge my ability to do things. If you are hearing my stomach right now, I apologize.
and you have like a requirement to do.
What do you mean requirement?
I don't
Are we
know.
in
I was gonna
school?
say what's like a requirement to
But
do.
I know what you mean. I can't think of a specific like.
Like I had a photo shoot not that long ago and I was taking photos and there was like 5 people that I had never met there before. I was like, I can't take photos in front of you all. Everyone get away. Like I hate doing something new or like out of my comfort zone.
In
with
front
like
of someone that you don't know.
oh, I hate it. I hate like I literally
No, I get that completely.
yeah.
I can think of like, that's the only thing I could think of is like photo shoot, like a music video shoot.
Awful.
Oh my God, I can't
Awful.
like.
And there's just like a bunch of strangers there
Just
saying
watching
it's you.
you.
It's like, no,
I think that's where my theater background and dance background play an awesome role when it comes to my ability to do like these things in front of people with ease. I don't care if I embarrass myself in front of you.
it's like I already feel I have chronic fear of embarrassing myself.
Me too. I feel like everything I do is cringe.
But you're more like forwardly confident.
But I still feel like
Like
everything I
yeah,
do
but
is
you're
embarrassing.
gonna take more chances.
I am gonna take the more chances,
Yeah.
but I fake it. I'm actually, maybe I've embarrassed myself so much it's going away.
Literally, like even your party, like I'm not dancing or moving around. I'm not
There's a clip of us
embarrassing myself.
dancing.
There's not.
In my video, there is.
Oh my
I'll
God.
show it to you.
But I literally, I have such severe, and I think part of it is obviously we're both like so on the internet, but
Yeah.
I have such a chronic fear of just embarrassing the shit out of
Do you know
myself.
what happened recently that I've talked about before on my channel, but I'm gonna talk about it again?
Mm.
I recently became single, and I now realize that my videos, everyone can see. It's
Everyone.
not just the girlies that watch my videos.
No.
A guy I might have a crush on could go, what did Tariana do last week? Click it and see all my opinions and watch everything I do. I literally go knuckles deep on my channel picking my nose sometimes.
That's crazy. See, that's part of being real though. Like I'm less forward in public settings than people think I am.
You are.
But that's our biggest difference.
That is our biggest difference.
Because people expect me and you to act the same way in public, and we're polar opposite.
But I think the difference is I'm just as fucking nuts in public,
I know.
and you're a little bit more
I'm
chill.
like so reserved, like scarily in public. Like it's kind of like, who is that?
Yeah, you're right. And I think it's what's scary is that you and Chris saw me at my party, which is like my most Tara.
Yeah.
Like if you could like place me somewhere and meet me somewhere, my own party is probably
the best place
to do it.
Because why not?
Because I'm fucking dim lighting in restaurants. I was about to fall asleep last night because I don't sleep with the lights completely off. I sleep with them dimmed because I'm really scared of the dark. So when you put me in a place where I'm used to falling asleep,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep. I almost fell asleep next to you.
That's
and Larry.
me with fan noises. If you ever hear a fan,
Hold on.
a little louder. I play
Like a white noise?
strictly 13 volume on my TV every night. And it's like it's
so funny.
It's a video that like when we tour and stuff when we're in hotel rooms, I remember the thumbnail, the views, and the account that posted it, so I find the same fan noise on the TV.
It's all you. All the views are just
literally. I like celebrate every single like once every like 2 months when it hits like another like milestone for views. Like it gets like to
you. You are so odd.
It's at 2.5 million views. When it gets to 2.6, I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. I also think it's so crazy that like it's so normalized for guys to pee next to each other at urinals.
I think it's really weird.
Is that not crazy?
It's very
girls
odd.
probably don't think of that.
We don't. You know what's so bad too? Is I'm so nosy and I have no sense of privacy, and I might cut this out. I feel like if I was a guy, I'd be like this.
Me and my brothers went
I would take a peek.
We went to the Bruins game not that long ago, and the dividers between the urinals were see-through.
Excuse me?
I'm like, how do I?
You saw a head tip shaft?
I was like, how do I pee here? How do I pee at the stall? I mean, at this urinal when the divider is see-through. I'm like, what is the point if it's see-through? People who are mean to waiters and waitresses or like don't tip.
That's not even like a thing to hate. That's like actually the worst. Like burn in hell, rot in hell. Like okay.
Yeah, seriously. You can tell so much about a person about how they interact with wait staff. Tells you so much about the person. I just anybody that has ever worked in customer service or like and dude, any other like normal job, you're a well-rounded person and you're awesome. If you haven't, get out of your bubble, bro. Go work a deadbeat job for once in your life. Get some freaking character. You know what I mean? That was aggressive. I'm sorry.
I saw this
Rocks.
girl who's like a waiter, or no, a waitress. She was making like, reviewing how people left me tips, or like what they left me as tips on TikTok or something. Some guy put his phone number on the receipt and didn't tip her. I'm like, you're never getting that.
You're not only putting your phone number and being creepy, but you're not gonna tip her.
Yeah.
Maybe if you tipped her, she'd call you.
Absolutely. Even if you're the worst waiter or waitress I've
still
ever
tip.
had, I will tip 20% no matter what.
Me too.
No matter what.
I'm also scared of like people being like, oh, Tara's a bad tipper.
I think being a good tipper is like the best thing, the best attribute I have.
I think me too.
And I round up. Like I'll get the 20% and then like boost to like the next 10.
I just like, I have this feeling where like, I feel like I always need to like
Overcompensate.
Yeah, I'm like, it's okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
The amount of times I say thank you and I'm sorry. I apologize for everything. I'm like, I'm sorry, can you get that for me?
Me, Matt, and Chris say thank you, please, and whatever for everything. And we were at a restaurant not that long ago, and Chris ordered food and said thank you. And then she brought him like a drink, and he goes thank you. And then she brought his food, and he's like thank you. And she goes, you don't have to thank me every time.
Yes, I do.
He was like, he was like, oh, I'm so big on manners. All taken aback of like, what are you saying? You don't like. Why are you yelling at someone for thanking you? That's bizarre.
No, that is kind of weird.
People who talk about plans you're not going to, that they're orchestrating, like in front of you.
That's so embarrassing. I get secondhand embarrassment for them.
Like
that's something embarrassing. That's something embarrassing.
I agree.
Like have a social cue.
I can understand if you're like if you're going to like a family thing that like clearly I wouldn't be invited to.
Yeah.
Or something that like you got invited to and you don't have control of my invite, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Like there's some scenarios where you're just like shooting the shit with people, you're talking about something you're invited to that they're clearly not going to.
And obviously it's like it's like not expected for them to be invited.
Yeah.
But if it's something that you guys can both get invited to,
it's like, what are you doing?
I've never had that problem because I don't have friends. And I don't get invited to anything. So
What are you talking about this for?
the other night, Nick and I were on the phone for like 4 hours, from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m.
I haven't talked to someone on the phone for that long in 4 years.
I felt like you were my middle school crush.
I
You know when
know.
you had like a crush on someone, you would talk on the phone with them all night?
I literally have not talked on the phone with someone like that for 4 years.
I feel so special.
It's because the internet,
neither of us
gave us so much shit to talk about.
Dude.
They already thought they knew every single thing about me and you, ever.
And
they're like,
but oh boy, were they wrong.
I know.
Boy, there was so much more talks in our head.
I know. Like our personalities are similar, but we are genuinely
different.
nothing alike.
It's so funny because we were like, Nick and Tara are the same person. And I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. We're so different, but
Polar
at the same
opposites.
time, what is it about us that's so similar? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I see it, but I also don't see it at all.
Because it's like, I see it because it's like we have, like, maybe we're just opinionated people.
Strong, independent women.
We are. Guys, comment down below. How are Nick and I so similar yet so different?
I don't know.
Because I don't know. Because I see it. We've said identical things at the same time.
I don't see the similarity. Like I really don't. When people were talking about this collab, I was like, okay, like, yeah, I can see that being like a cute moment for them. I feel like they would be friends because they're both like somewhat bubbly people on the internet. But you have to understand the way that people act on the internet is like tenfold compared to how they act like one-on-one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I would not expect Tara or Nick to act the way that they act, like fully 100% fully like they do in their videos, because I feel like to some extent it's exaggerated, right? Like you're putting on a show, right? Yes, it's still you and you're still being genuinely you, but you're still putting on a show. You're putting on an act, right? So things are going to be dramatized. And I think because things are dramatized, that's how people just assumed they would be the same person even though in reality they're not the same. I don't know if that made sense. Whatever.
Sometimes.
But we've also been in like now 4 or 5 public settings together, and like I don't know, I don't see it that much.
I don't see that much either.
Especially in public, we're like so different.
So different, yeah.
One time, one of our friends' younger brothers was like so caught up on Yo Mama jokes because he was like that age. You know what I
Like
mean? Like he was that age where it was like so funny. He was saying Yo Mama jokes that just made like no fucking sense. And we were all like hyping him up, and he was like so excited about it, but it's like not a single thing did he say make sense.
That's the funniest part though.
Yeah, he was like, Yo Mama's a dolphin, she's in the ocean. We're like, what are
That's
you
what would
saying?
make you laugh the most.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Wait, that's so funny. I don't remember which one of you it was. It wasn't you. Because you're mad at Chris. I think maybe it was Chris last night. He was like, you have the humor of a 3-year-old. I'm like, I actually, yeah, it's like actually 12-year-old boy behavior.
Yeah.
I do.
Like fart jokes.
Oh,
do you love fart jokes?
I love a fart joke. I think it's never a cheap shot.
No, dude, never, ever will it be not funny if you make a freaking fart noise at me. That is the funniest shit. Do that every single time you see me. Every single time you see me, make a fart joke and I will bust out laughing. That shit is hilarious.
I think it's always funny. Like fart right now, I would laugh for 10 minutes.
I hate farts. Like farts just disgust me.
They're gross. Don't get me wrong, but like the sound of one. Like you're telling me if I farted right now, you wouldn't laugh?
I probably would, especially if we were like silent and it broke our silence. Like, that was a good fake fart noise.
I could do, yeah. I can also armpit fart.
I cannot do that. I've never been able to do that. Armpit farting's crazy.
I'm talented.
I love it. Should we say like 2 things we both love to wrap it up? Yeah,
go ahead. You go first. That's what she said. Wrap it up. I don't know. I tried. That was a hard one.
I said pumpkins.
You love pumpkins?
So much.
Do you like pumpkin flavored things or do you like pumpkins?
Just pumpkins, like the fall.
Okay.
You know. And like,
it's like white girl behavior
like old-timey like Halloween movies.
Who the fuck keeps calling me?
And then I just put drag queens.
That's a good one too.
I love drag.
She said, who the fuck keeps calling me? Who the fuck keeps calling me? I love it.
Queens.
I love when you make a new friend and it's never weird.
I agree.
Because you could just talk and talk and talk.
It's like the sleepover phase. Like I feel like
I know what you're talking about.
Like the worst, like the awkward, like
no idea what they're talking about. Remember, no friends.
like you know someone well, but not well enough. Like if you slept next to each other, it'd be weird silently trying to fall asleep. I feel like we could fall asleep next to each other pretty quick.
I think no problem.
As long as we have dim lights and a fan noise.
Oh, we're good to go.
Or out like a light.
Yeah, I feel like it was so weird. It's like one of those friends where it's like, maybe it's because I do know you because of the internet and you know me because of the internet. But I've met people on the internet where I'm like, I just still don't feel like I know you.
Yeah.
With you, I was like, I know this person and I know we're going to be friends. Even though we're a little different.
Yeah.
It's like really weird. We're like a match made in heaven. I love a good Gatorade.
Really?
I do. And I feel like
Gatorade. Wow. You don't strike me as a Gatorade girl.
And I'm not. It's only when I'm hungover. And then I'm like, why don't I just drink Gatorade normally just to stay more hydrated? Guys, thank you so much for sticking around while I had Nick on my channel. Let me know who you guys want me to be stuck in a car with next. This is like literally people's dream collab. Time to skedaddle.
Hello. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. There you go. That was your dream collab, and I hope I reacted to it well. And let me know if you want to see another one of these. Like, subscribe, comment below. Obviously, turn on that little bell so you get notified every time I post. And I try to post at least 3 times a week. And I love you guys. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side, mother.